Hello, everybody. Hello and good day. This is your host, Yoshi Beans, in another episode of Yoshi's Encounters. So today, we're just gonna start off with some story time. Yoshi's Story Time is what we're gonna call this new segment. We're just gonna talk about story times with Yoshi. Anyways, let me see if a good one. All right. Let's talk back. Alright, this is pretty funny when I was actually thinking of it earlier today. So it's probably like 2 or 3 years ago. I go rafting with my friends, my older brother and his friends and stuff like that. And there's like a whole group of us, probably like 20 people. And we all buy like these 8 to 10 person rafts and shit like that. And we like stick them together, rope them up. And we start heading down American River, you feel me? And we're of course drinking, getting hella shit faced. I'm drinking, I'm smoking. I'm pretty much cross-faded as fuck. About 2 hours in, your boy's done. I'm out. I'm done with that. You feel me? I'm just blacked. And I'm laying there and I'm right next to the drinks, the cooler. And I guess I don't remember her name, but she was fine. She was a big old booty. I don't know what her name is though, but so a little fine, honey. You feel me? I'm sitting there like this, slump. Can't do nothing. And she reaches across me, like to grab a drink, and she just like put her whole body in front of me, and I'm just shit faced, and I'm just staring at her ass. I'm like, she got cheeks, I'm like shit. I'm sitting there and I'm shit faced, so I don't know what came over me, but I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I tapped that ass a little bit, just a little bit. I'm shit faced. I'm feeling myself, and she doesn't really react like that. She just kind of gives me a glance and like smiles a little bit, and my homie Freddie's like, Yoshi. I look at him. I'm like, what? I'm like lightweight hot that he's yelling at me. And he just looks at me. He's like, I'm like, I don't know what you want from me. You know what? It didn't seem like a big deal at the time. And then, later on, I see her at a party. And she's like, you remember me? I'm like, sorry, baby, I don't remember you. She was like, oh, we went rafting together. And you slapped my butt in front of my boyfriend. What? She was like, you remember we went rafting that one time and like I was reaching for a drink over you and you just kind of like slapped my butt? I was like, kind of. Yeah, I do remember that. I was like, matter of fact, can you do a little spin for me? She does a little spin. I'm like, ooh, yeah, I definitely wouldn't forget that ass. And so you feel me? So I'm sitting there, I'm like, what you mean I did that in front of your boyfriend? She was like, oh, well, when you slapped my ass, my boyfriend was like right there next to me, and he had saw you, but he didn't say anything. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, on his part, that's probably a good idea not to say anything. Not that I'm some type of bad. I mean, I'll beat your ass, but like, it's not like I'm out there looking for it. Well, alright, scratch that. Before I was, not anymore. Anyways, whatchamacallit? So she says that, and I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, you slapped my butt in front of my boyfriend, right? I'm like, I do not remember that. And she was like, yeah, I mean, he didn't really do anything. He was just kind of sitting there. I was like, you still with him? She's like, no. I'm like, this shit, bitch, he's not the one. Nigga's a bitch. Anyway, I'm gonna have to bleep that. Anyways, I totally forgot where I was going with the story. All right. Anyways, so yeah, I didn't tell that story too well, but yeah, I slapped that ass in front of her boyfriend. I was thinking, I'm like, why did he not say nothing? And then I was thinking, I'm like, bro, I was with all the homies, like, my brother, his homies, and we was thick. So had he decided to say something, you feel me, would have got kicked off that motherfucking raft. You feel me? Sparta kicked his ass. Anyways, yeah, that was story one of Stories Yoshi time. Not that great of a story, honestly. I didn't do too great of jobs telling you, but I'll do better with the next ones. Anyways, that's it for Yoshi Story Times, and we're on to the next one. Alright, we're gonna talk a little bit about movies. Let me see something I watched recently. I haven't watched Harry Potter in forever. I'm gonna have to rewatch this shit. I've seen it like 10 times, like every movie like 10 times, and I've read the books, but like, they're just so good, you know, I just might have to do it. Anyway, I watched Godzilla, the new Godzilla, which really just fucking pissed me the fuck off. Honestly, mainly because I went to the theater, and like at the theater, like the speakers were kind of busted, so you would hear like static whenever the motherfuckers talk, and it was terrible. It was just terrible. So that on top of the most bootsy storyline, like storyline was trash. All the acting was pretty relatively trash, but like the fight scenes were dope. I went and watched it with my homie Josh Martinez, but you know what? I'm really starting not to trust this motherfucker's opinion on movies. Like, me and him go watch movies all the time, but like, this motherfucker was like, bro, Brightburn was hella creepy, bro. It's like a real horror movie. I'm like, oh, for sure. And I went and watched it, and guess what? That movie sucked dick and balls. Like, nah, bro. Like, and then he liked the Godzilla movie. I'm like, bro, you not even hearing this shit up with the speakers? He's like, bro, I don't hear nothing. You motherfucker. You know how irritating that is when you know you hear something and your homie's sitting there like, oh, nah, bro, you're tripping. Like, no, the fuck I am not. I will fade you. Even with my broken ass hands. Well, it's not broken anymore. It's doing better. You see that? Look at it. It's so pretty. Excuse that. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Hey. Anyways, yeah, Godzilla sucked ass. Let's see. Oh, I already talked about that. I watched Alita Battle Angel, and I didn't rewatch it, but like, I don't even know if I'm going to, because the movie was just weird. Like, it had dope little effects and little fight scenes and shit, but like, they could have been so much more badass. Like, this bitch kicks his arm off with like a little front flip, and she's like 30 fucking pounds, and this fool's like 500, and just cleans his shit off. I guess there's some type of fighting method. I don't know. Fuck that movie. Anyways, let's go to a different one. Let's go. No. Alright, we'll just do one for today then, because I can't think of shit. Let's go on to the games. Playing Dauntless. Really only played it like one fucking time. But it's cool. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be super lame. Fighting these fucking monsters over and over again. But like, I mean, they got a bunch of different ones. You got to go at it different ways. And, you know, it's cool. Especially when you're just like playing games. Playing the same game. And, you know, you got another game you've been playing for how long. So you want something new. It's a good new game just to kind of like waste some time with. Especially if you usually squat it out with the homies and they're not on, and you're not trying to squat by yourself, so fuck it, hop on Dauntless. So yeah, I fuck with that one, honestly. I'm gonna be playing it some more. My Wi-Fi shit, so my game just lags the fuck out. I've been lagging. I literally lost like 100 rank in Overwatch, which is a lot if you motherfuckers don't know. Anyways, yeah, I mean, Dauntless is cool. Alright, what about shows? I started watching Legion on Hulu, I think, or maybe Showtime. I'm not really sure which one it's on. I'll be watching it on Hulu. Man, like the first season kind of had me going on like it's all trippy and ambiguous and like, oh, there's some shit going on, but you don't know what the fuck's going on. You're trying to figure out what the fuck's going on, and then like it's so slow near the beginning, and you're like, oh fuck, and you're just like, oh, I'm waiting. Oh, yes, come on, drop some dope shit, and then they kind of drop some dope shit, and then it always comes back to like, all right, your special effects are shit. The acting's cool, like it's good acting, but it's like the storyline, it took forever to add up, and by the time it added up, like you damn near just stopped giving a shit about it. Like you feel me, damn near took the entire season. And like the antagonist was like, it's cool. I like that like Aubrey Plaza in there. She kind of plays like the antagonist or one of his, whatever many roles or people that he pretends to be. But yeah, like and then at the beginning of season 2, like you're trying to figure out like what happened to this dude, and then you just find out this fool's gone. I'm just like, fuck, bro. Like y'all trying to play this ambiguous role with this show for like in a season in the beginning of the second season, and then this Vision 13-3 or whatever the fuck, and they just kind of throw shit in there. They don't really explain much. It's not that great in my opinion. I got through the first season, but I couldn't get any more than that. Yeah. So I wouldn't recommend, honestly. No, fuck that. Alright. Goddamn. I'm so sorry. That was just disgusting. Maybe I'll just like, I got a new editor. Alright, I got a little video editor. So you ain't gonna see no watermarks on my shit. It's gonna be like pristine, if you know what that means. Yeah, dig it to D. Yeah, biddle a boop. Shibble a booby, little mama got booty. So yeah, we'll call that episode 2 for now. I promise I'll be back with more tomorrow, especially now I can just do this shit every day, so I have a little a clip or a little video pretty much every day, so hop on, show love to Yoshi, Yoshi